to the ManScouts podcast. Yeah, you look like an elf, Dalton. An angry elf.
An angry elf.
I'm here, Captain Conan, with Daddy Dalt himself.
Sup?
He greets you. Anyways, we're talking about muscles and how they restrict our clothing.
Dude, I noticed this, and it's a good thing because my old uniforms were starting to do this. They're getting tight right here, right under the armpit.
Yeah.
So
his armpit muscle is growing or his lats are.
And it could be a combination of lats and shoulders because that means everything's going, pushing out.
If your delts are growing, that'll restrict the sleeve. Yeah.
And basically, I bought these uniforms so that wouldn't happen. And that was, over a year ago now, or about a year ago. And now they're starting to do the same thing. Be very uncomfy.
Yeah, dude. I was about to say, I feel like, at least in my personal experience, the back muscles are the muscles that have taken the longest time to grow, right? In terms of I got a lot of muscle growth in faster increments in my arms, in my delts, in my chest, but the back is just taking a while.
I see. I'm the opposite. I feel like chest, dude. Chest for me.
Well, crazy, dude.
For some reason, I've had a strong back and grip strength for a really long time, and I don't know why.
Oh, your grip strength? Oh, I think I know. Boys.
Dude, we got to give some advice to some people.
Ooh, welcome to the advice corner, or as we like to call it, the campfire.
The campfire. Or the comfort corner.
The comfort corner.
The circle of trust. Whatever you want to call it.
The circle of trust.
This is not Coco Confessions, children, or acolytes.
Yeah. Coco Confessions is a different thing. That's when you just tell us something wild you want us to say anonymously on the show that happened to you or something that you don't want to admit to in public, but you need to get it off your chest. So tell us.
So let us know if you got a Coco confession. You let your daddies know,
and we will free your soul from the burden of your secret.
Dude, what if we got something really dark?
Well, then I guess we'd have to be detectives and figure it out.
Figure out who it was. Oh man. But we have a new gym goer who he wants advice for first time gym goers. Maybe not first time, but going. Let's
do it consistently.
Mm-hmm. First time gym goers / re-getting back into it.
Re-getters, yeah.
Which for me, it's for the first week or two, don't go too hard. Because if you go hard on your first workout after years and years of not working out, you're so sore. And it really, really makes you not want to go back.
Yeah, you're going to be probably pretty sore regardless. In those first couple of weeks, you're just going to but yeah, definitely don't try and push it too much. I would also say you got to be hitting the protein. You got to. Ooh, right?
Yeah. Do the old 1-2 punch.
If you want it to help, if you want it to be consistent, you want to get growth, you have to feed it enough. And it is your body. Protein, about 1 gram per pound of ideal body weight, that type of thing. It's a lot. I probably only get 85% of that, to be honest. So
now that you mention it, I actually need to go drink the rest of my protein.
Drink it, dude.
But also would recommend creatine as well.
Yeah, creatine is the best.
Creatine monohydrate.
People get freaked out, is it going to mess with me? I'm like, dude, it's more a mineral than anything else. That's really all it is.
And just drink lots of water, so it's not too hard on your kidneys. But you should be drinking that much. You should be drinking a lot of water.
It's not that hard on your kidneys, yeah.
Well, you should be drinking that much water if you're consuming that much protein anyway.
Yeah.
The reality. So drink a lot of water. Get your protein, get your creatine.
And
don't
then,
go
dude,
too hard.
And then what you need to do is honestly get fired up about it, right? You need to romanticize the gym. You need to be it would be helpful. I mean, I don't know if you could do, whoever asked this, I don't know if you could do this in your life. It would be helpful if you could experience severe heartbreak, right?
For some people, that's a good motivation.
Devastating heartbreak. And then just
use
it as your fuel, dude.
So we went from healthy gym facts to now we're going to go on the dark side. Okay.
Dude. Hey, this
we did the Jedi. We did the Jedi. Hold on. Let's do the Jedi facts.
Did the Jedi facts?
We'll do the Jedi facts. Protein, creatine. Don't go too hard. Be good to yourself. Don't go too heavy. If you used to lift, you lift now. Don't go back to the same weight. Lower it a little bit. Let your tendons and everything catch up.
Focus on form. Focus on contraction. Right.
If you're not sure how to do a workout, YouTube, Google it.
Push, pull, legs, whatever.
Whatever it is.
Learn all the lifts.
You can learn everything off online. Now the dark side.
Another dark side. Well, Dalton, I have a little rule, a little mantra. All right.
Yeah.
And I've said this before in the podcast. It's no secret. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But for more than one reason, the rule is this.
Tell me.
The mantra is this.
Yes.
It is.
Uh-huh.
There are two types of people. Those that look and those that get looked at. Okay? And you want to be the one that gets looked at. Okay?
Yeah.
And what that does is a couple things. One, it makes you not look like a pervy fruitcake, right? There's that.
True.
Two, you get to focus. People get too distracted in the gym all the time. People are distracted. You need to get into it. It's you and the weights.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Lock in. Get your gym playlist.
The sound of Rocky IV playing in the background.
That one?
Yeah, but specifically Rocky IV where he's fighting the Russian, because that's very patriotic.
And the Russian takes steroids. And remember, you don't. And anyone that you think looks better than you takes steroids.
And also, dude, a lot of ugly, flabby guys take steroids too.
It's true.
You won't ever know.
Because they don't look like it.
Because they look so bad.
Also,
I had a guy talk to me in the gym recently about his substances. And I was like, you look terrible.
Really?
I didn't tell him that, but yeah.
And he looked dreadful, huh?
He looked terrible, dude. He looked flabby.
Man.
I mean, honestly, his calves were the best part about him.
Really?
He had fantastic calves.
Interesting.
In looking back, his calves did look like they were on steroids, but everything else, no.
Was flap dumps and waggle sacks, huh?
Flap dumps and waggle sacks, yeah. Anyways, what's your Sid Lord advice for the gym?
Oh, yeah. You really want to get into... So this is you have to be selective about the heartbreak thing.
Yeah.
You got to be very selective about that.
Well, it depends on your personality, but yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like some people, that's a huge motivator. Some people, that's I'm staying in bed and never getting out of it.
Oh.
And if you're a motivated guy, gym it up, dude. Use that, fuel it. Remember all those past dates of that one girl that, all those has-beens and never were.
Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
This
is what truly motivates Dalton.
Oh, dude. I just listen to some Point North and I just get into my own head and really, really start to hate myself. And when I start to do that, I lift heavier, I lift harder, and eventually I tear something. So watch out.
Yeah, dude, honestly, self-loathing works really well in the gym.
It's bad, dude.
Honestly, just never be happy with yourself. You know what I mean? That'll work.
And the gym's a good place to start that, because the reality is once you start down the path, you'll never be as big as you want to be. Yeah. Ever.
There'll be some glimmers of hope that you'll get kind of excited, like a false summit, when you have a really good pump. But then, like 30 minutes later, it'll be gone, and you'll be like, "Who is that?" And then you'll be chasing the pump, and you won't even be able to get that on a regular basis.
Except it's like chasing tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes. But except it does for just a second, and it's called the pump, dude.
It's like the ghost of your dad who went to the store and then never came back. It's like him coming to you and saying, "I love you, son," but then it's not real, and you wake up from your ketamine K-hole.
Dude, that's the second time I've heard K-hole today.
What are you talking about K-holes with?
Blake. I was talking about Blake.
Did Blake do a K-hole, dude?
He did, dude. He went into a K-hole.
Dude.
I know. Hey, it was good for him. He loved it.
Oh, really? He had a good experience. That's great.
Yeah, he had a good experience.
In a therapeutics form.
Yeah. It was like clinically. Like
it wasn't just he
didn't just. I literally asked him too. I was like, was this like clinical, or did you like bump it or something?" He's like,
"Whoa, bump it."
What
does that mean? A what? You can snort ketamine?
Yeah, dude.
No way.
It's true.
Fun facts. We're not advocating drug use in the show. We want to make it clear. This is all comedy. Go ahead.
This is all comedy. I mean, but if it's clinically prescribed by a doctor, then, I don't know. That use your judgment. They practice medicine for a reason,
Yeah, but it's called practice.
Okay?
Okay.
It's called practice. It's not the game.
No, it's not the game. And it makes you wonder, when is the game?
It does, because where are they checking stats? I don't think they are.
I don't see a scoreboard, okay?
No, and that's alarming.
I would like to see a scoreboard on a doctor, right? Imagine how many victories.
Do you think they'd have a kill count? I bet they would.
Oh, do you know a kill count? Yeah. Wow.
Which could indicate that they're a bad doctor, or could indicate that they are in like the trauma unit. You know what I mean?
Ah.
Which could indicate that they're actually a pretty good doctor. I don't know. Who knows? But I guess what we're saying is, welcome to the gym.
Welcome to the gym.
And we're excited to have you.
Yeah. And it's going to be good. It's going to be good for you testosterone-wise. It's going to be good for you in all sorts of ways.
I went down a rabbit hole today, and I realized that...
someone goes down a rabbit hole. Someone goes down a K-hole.
I realized that I have an unhealthy mindset.
Oh, with what?
So a buddy of mine, he's one of those like sales bros, right?
And you're like, I hope you crash and die.
No, but okay. I started looking at his stuff, and then I saw like pictures of like him and some like mutual friends and stuff in Hawaii, and like, one of them was like this like Instagram girl, and one of them was like this like skinny but like 6-pack dude, and I was like, look at these guys, they're all happy. And I looked specifically, the reason I bring this up, because I was looking at the guy who was very skinny, right, but had a 6-pack, and I remember being like, how can he be happy? He's so small. And it's just the worst mindset to have, dude. But it's so unhealthy.
Here's the thing. I understand, though. I understand exactly what you're talking about.
Is that crazy?
We talked about this last episode about how sad I get at seeing fat people.
Right?
And it's similar to the smallness, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I totally get that. Your projection, right?
That's what it is. It's bad. Well, and, he looked like he was enjoying himself in Hawaii, and
but he looks like he needed a sandwich.
Yeah, he was probably jumping off something. I started going down this like rabbit hole, and I'm like, well, maybe he's like, maybe he's healthier than me, because, blah blah blah, and I got it real into my head, and then I ended by going, you know what? No, I'm better than him because I'm bigger than him. Hey, and that's what you get to look forward to at the gym. So, boys. And girls, if you're watching this, you probably get it. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, if you're going to the gym, dude, try and dress hot, because I feel like if you feel good in your gym outfit, it's going to really accentuate the workout. That's what I experienced, or maybe that's the gayness getting me.
No, I agree with that, dude. If you dress, and I think this is just good advice in general, honestly.
Oh yeah. This is generic.
If you dress in clothes that make you look good and you feel like you look good, your performance shines through. You know what I mean?
Your performance.
And that's without performance-enhancing drugs.
And that's without performance-enhancing drugs, yeah.
Of any kind.
All right, dude. So I'm really excited to introduce to you a current meme trend. Okay?
Okay. Oh, wait. We have another question.
Oh, yeah. Get to the other question.
Which kind of actually leads into this. This one is anonymous, but they want advice on how to get over a lady. So it's a dude, I'm assuming.
Yeah, great question. I wonder if girls' answers would be different. But I feel like there's some similarity. So let's see. I mean, obviously the gym's got to be a part of the equation.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I think part of the main part. Oh, sorry, I'm shaking my table. I think the main thing is
sad about the break.
Is you gotta, the gym is part of the equation because you got to focus on your health, right? you gotta get yourself physically good. So like make sure you prioritize eating, sleeping, working out, all the things to make your body feel good.
Yeah. You got to make your body feel good.
You got to feel good without
You got to really feel
them
good.
helping you feel good.
I think that's true. I think a lot of emotional problems are like exacerbated by our reactions to them, meaning our physical and just really our physical health. You know what I mean? Like if we let that
Definitely.
deteriorate, it's just going to worsen everything else.
Well,
But I understand. I completely agree with what you're saying, and I would also say that it's very helpful, especially for the male persona, I believe, to pursue something, right?
yes.
To get on a project or a goal or a purpose. And that's probably partly why the gym is an effective mechanism for a lot of people for that. But if you have something to drive to it, right? Direct your focus. And that's not to say like you can't have a morning period and maybe watch a couple of sad rom-coms and eat a pint of ice cream. But the next day you wake up and you say, dude, I'll wash my hands of it. You try your very best to focus on your purpose.
I agree. And if you are going to sit around and watch rom-coms or whatever your vice is.
Rom-coms.
Rom-coms.
Rom-coms. The conspiracies of roms.
My vice is anime. If I'm feeling sad, boy, I'll watch anime. Makes me feel better.
Hentai,
right? No.
All right.
But you could do that before you get a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
And you can call it all resting, because it is. You're relaxing your mind. You get into a good mental health space to hit the ground running in the morning when it counts.
Yeah. You got to have some hobbies, man. I mean, the purpose thing, right, is good, but hobbies, fill your life. Obviously, the devil's playground is the idle mind. And if you're just wasting away, you know what I mean? It's not going to make it any better. So,
yeah. And I think there's a couple of factors. Like, you can you could spend your time, right? Like, as far as hobbies go, like maybe there's like a video game you want to invest time in. I think there's a time and a place for that.
There's a time and a place for deep grinding on the games.
Yeah, I think there is a deep time and a place. But if you're like a month or two in and you're still grinding away on this game, probably start to shift the focus. Maybe even like a week later, honestly. Get a productive plan of action going. Work towards that, whether it's a new job, a business plan. Maybe you just want to get looking better at the gym. That's a plan. And
maybe you want to get your cum gutters back.
Yeah. Your abs in layman's term.
In layman's terms, yeah.
and
you want to add abs that go down to the root. You know what I mean?
And maybe involved in that is some healthy cooking, and you gotta learn how to healthy cook, so it tastes good. But what we're saying is there's a lifetime of things that you can do, and you can spend your time doing. But if you don't spend your time doing any of them, you will be sad. 100%.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord. Also, good friends.
Good friends. Friendship. Yeah.
Watch the podcast. We'll make you feel better.
Yeah, we are your friends. The only friends you ever need.
Yeah, we're your daddies.
Yeah.
All two of us.
Now we'll do the rendition of like what a girl would say to a girl in this scenario. And they'd be like something along the lines of, you just need to take yourself out on a date, and you need to date yourself. You need to get to know you.
You need to pamper yourself, Queen. Okay?
Queen. Dude, I love Dalton doing girl voice.
I was good at it, huh?
Dude, you were so good. I was like, whoa. Is that Dalton or Daltina?
That's Daltina. Oh, Daltina's coming out. You need to pamper yourself, Queen. Daltina. And Daltina's a little Latin, don't you think? It's a little Latin, dude. Girl, you just need to pamper yourself. I don't know, dude. I don't know how to do it. I can't do a girl
persona, but you went an entire different race. Wow.
I went hard. Oh yeah, dude. What would a girl say to her? You need to pamper yourself, girl. He doesn't deserve you.
Honestly, he is such a d-bag.
Honestly, He's not even. He doesn't even make that much
I actually
money.
don't think that's a great idea. Is to make a. I don't know if that's a healthy approach either. Is
To call him a D-bag?
Well, to make a complete character assassination of this person that you cared about.
Yeah. Oh, I agree with that. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's also not good to deitize them and lift them up on a pedestal.
Yeah, to deify them. Yeah, it's probably not good. Yeah.
I think
there needs to be a reality check.
Yeah, I think that if they're
the good, the bad, the ugly, you know?
Yeah. If things didn't end up, I mean, sometimes like things just don't end well, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And it's personality traits that don't mesh well. And then there's sometimes where it's like and that's a reality check in and of itself. I guess you don't have to hate them, but the reality is the personality doesn't mesh well, so they're not your person. You want different things. It's just not. That's not them, and that's okay.
Them. That ain't them. Wow. Well, thanks for coming to our TED Talk, and thanks for asking for advice.
Wait, did we finish the girl one? Girls to. That was.
I'm trying to think what else girls would say.
Girls, go to the. Do girls tell girls to go to the gym? Go to the gym.
I think they just tell each other to do Pilates.
Do Pilates, hot Pilates. Do a cold plunge. I feel like I see girls doing cold plunges on social media. I think they just do it for the gram. Post on the gram. That always makes girls feel better.
Yeah. Have an external validation mechanism.
Yeah, that's good for you. Not. Maybe take some time for yourself. Don't jump on the horse and start. I don't know. There's some validity in jumping back into it, but
maybe create an alter ego and live as that person for a while. Go off the grid. You know?
Yeah. Be Batman. Fight crime.
Maybe commit acts of vigilantism.
We don't even know that's a word, but for this
for all intents and purposes, it is. All right, dude. Are you ready for the memes?
Yeah. I know JD Vance memes, right?
Yes. Okay.
Let's see them.
So, first of all, I need to preface this, and I need to preface this by saying, ever so often, there is, and this is I think the case with the most common meme templates. Let's say.
Okay.
Right?
All right. I believe.
And it's that once a meme has generated what I call escape velocity.
Once a meme, always a meme.
Is when it generates escape velocity, it doesn't matter what it was originally about, right? That context is gone. Now it embodies its own meaning, right? It embodies it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Now it becomes an internet sensation.
Becomes its own lore. All right, so the JD Vance memes. Who knows how they started or why they started? I don't know why they started. I just know that it's hilarious. And that people across the aisle are why? Go ahead.
It's something to do with Zelensky. JD Vance flew off the handles towards Zelensky. I don't really know.
I listened to that. No, it wasn't about that. They've been doing this for a little bit. Yeah, they've made his face fat. It was just one of the most opportune things to also make a meme of in the same vein. Anytime he's getting camera time, it's meme time. All right.
I love it.
So here we go.
Let's see it.
Boom. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears.
Dude, I love, my immediate thought was Roman, and it does say Roman, so it makes me happy.
Yes. So it's him dressed as Roman. But what you can't see is, if you're just imagining this, it's JD Vance's face, but inflated. And somewhat childlike also. I don't know how to describe that.
They basically made him have a chubby face.
They made him have a chubby face, dude.
Made him have baby fat face.
Dude, this one's good too. Okay, you ready for this one?
Yes.
Boom. You're in the wrong neighborhood, Whip Todd. And it's a bunch of, first of all, it's the body of Alex Jones, which is so
Is that who that is?
Yeah, that's the body of Alex Jones. And it's a bunch of them walking towards you, and he's smiling. It's
which is awesome.
Wrong neighborhood.
You're in the wrong neighborhood.
That's the voice I imagine all these things in every time too.
Well, the first one was spelled that way.
Yeah, the first one was spelled that way. But I think that's how the original memes were too. They were his face like that.
Either way, it's more funny in that voice.
Yeah. All right, here you go. Boom. White Ranger, you are the newest member of the Ranger team. You will show the Yellow Ranger how to drive, teach the Red Ranger to stay sober, and help the Black Ranger to return their shopping cart.
Oh my gosh.
And that's
I love it.
That's how it was said to pronounce. So yeah, I don't know. All right, here this is, and then I have a bunch of them that don't have any like captions, but they're just pictures, right? Boom, JD Vance.
Horrible.
Oh, it's kind of horrific, honestly.
Yeah, that is dreadful.
This one's pretty good.
I like that one actually.
He's got some sick hair and he's chubby.
Got a neck beard.
Neck beard for sure, for sure. This one's good. This is him when he was younger. It didn't have a beard, but also chubby.
Oh my gosh, dude! Do you think they're using Grok 3 to just make all these?
Dude, they could totally be using Grok 3. That's a great point.
Is that Bob?
It's him.
Oh my gosh.
It's Afro Vance, dude.
Afro Vance. But what's the Bob Ross? That's what I was thinking.
It does kind of look like Bob Ross. You're exactly right. This one might be the scariest one, in my opinion.
Genuinely, yes. That's terrifying.
Something about the shiny nature of his face. I don't know.
The tan and the light eyes. I don't know.
Yeah, and that has been your meme instruction for the day, the JD Vance meme, which people are using in a way online. They're saying it along the lines of like, hey, I have a rare JD Vance to trade if you guys, you know.
Using like trading cards?
Yeah, like trading cards. It's pretty funny. This one is him as Yoda. Begun the trade wars have.
You know,
pretty good.
He would look good on Obi-Wan's body.
Oh, you know what? That would look good because it matches the beard style and hairstyle of Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan.
Exactly.
Wow. Lovely. But yeah, that's been your meme instruction for the day. You know what? One more for good measure.
Yeah, I think we could leave the kids with at least one more.
Oh, man, there's so many good ones. Okay, I'm going to pick this one.
Let's see.
Ooh, okay, this is the one. And this is from the Zelensky meeting. So, this is one of the ones you probably saw. You should have said thank you for the pump.
Dude, I love it so much. I love it. Dude,
courtesy. Yeah.
Did you watch the Zelensky meeting at all? Like you said you watched it.
I went through it.
So was it as bad as everyone making it out to be? Because the part that I watched, I was like, doesn't seem bad.
It depends on what you think is bad.
Well, they made it sound like everyone was just by the media, the way that like it seemed like everyone was like publicizing it. It was like to me, it sounded like I'm like I need to watch this freaking meeting because it sounds like there was like a shouting match or something.
It got feisty. Did it? Yeah,
maybe I just didn't see the feisty parts.
It wasn't like people yelling, even really, but it was just like cutting each other off, arguing, and it's kind of awkward because Zelensky is arguing in broken English, and it's like,
yeah,
kind of awkward. And it's also like, hey, why are you arguing with the people that you want money from? You know what I mean? It's like,
dude, yeah, it does seem kind of like,
I don't know.
Bro, what are you arguing about?
I'm a pretty heavy isolationist, and I'm not afraid to say it. Okay, I don't want to give money to nobody. I don't want to give money to Israel or
is that
Ukraine.
Because whoa.
I mean, Amos.
If Mossad is listening,
I mean Mossad, big fan Mossad.
Yeah,
like,
huge fan of Mossad.
We're still buddies. It's just like I gotta go back to my house.
Like you guys are awesome. You really don't need our help, really.
No,
is what it comes down to.
I think we're holding you back. You know what I mean? It's like
yeah. We want to see what you guys can do without us because honestly we are just holding you back.
I think you should fly, eagle fly. You know, just spread your wings.
We're sorry we've been holding you back for so long. I'd only fly away.
So yeah, I don't want to give money to nobody. Okay? I don't want to, and so there's a portion of these things, these actions. I don't know if I like the methodology, but I like isolationist policy. I like not being a part of like councils. what's the point? You know what I mean? We're funding a lot of things, like funding a large percentage from NATO, UN projects, all those things.
You trust the UN? I don't trust the UN.
No, I don't trust anyone.
I did not trust them.
I don't trust my own federal government, let alone a world representation of many governments. You know, it's like,
which is why I don't trust them, because I trust my own government more than them, and I don't trust them.
Yeah, and I don't trust my government. That's why I have guns.
Guns.
Anyways,
speaking of guns.
Yeah. Speak more of them.
Well, I want to know. I already asked you this question, but Dungeons and Dragon dungeons real? Okay. Can me and you, just ourselves, take it over? Clear the dungeon, save the village, get the booty.
We can do it.
By booty, I mean gold. Bounty. There we go.
Do I have to roll for it?
No, but like, what would you take in? Like real life, we found a dungeon, dude, and it's threatening freaking Idaho. And Idaho's a gem state, so we need to take care of it.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do? What would he taking in?
Like in defense?
Well, yeah, we gotta clear the dungeon, dude.
We gotta clear the dungeon. Okay, let's see.
And we don't know what's in there.
I want to do like video game stuff. I want to have an exoskeleton. I want to be Iron Man, dude. I want to go with Iron Man.
No, bro, you only get what you can acquire.
Okay, katana.
You go to a gun store, buy a gun.
Nah, I'm going to katanas, dude.
You gonna go katanas?
I'm going dressed as Leonardo, the Ninja Turtle, the blue one.
You wearing any vest or anything? You wearing body armor at all?
I'm wearing hoochie daddy shorts and a crop top. I'm going in.
You know what, low key, I think would actually serve as like a decent amount of protection against a sword?
Tell me.
Because in my head, right, like what's in the dungeon? Probably goblins. Right?
Yeah, totally. A troll!
A troll in the dungeon? Troll, dude? I don't know. Bro, a phone book. A phone book would save you from like a pretty, blunt.
What, you wrap it around your torso, dude?
I'm just saying, if you had a phone book on your shoulder, you wouldn't really probably have to worry about too many sword attacks. I mean, I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas around.
Good point, dude. Good point.
He used it in in World War Z, and he doesn't get bit because he has a phone book around his arm.
Wow.
Think about that.
So you think that, like Harry Potter, all he needed to get the basilisk tooth was a phone book?
I mean, probably would have helped. Yeah. I'm just saying. I don't know, dude. I will say this. Phone books used to be largely distributed around the U.S., and now they're not. You think that's a coincidence?
Or you think they're trying to, like, take away our defense mechanism?
I'm just saying, dude.
It's a conspiracy, dude. It's not that we all have contact lists in our phones and access to the World Wide Web. That
can't be it.
No. It's that big book, big government, big brother wants to take away our book defense.
I'm just saying, dude. Our ability to light fires has also dwindled significantly because those pages were highly flammable.
Yeah. Well,
that newspaper.
I got good news.
Okay.
I found a clip of the Zelensky-Trump meeting.
Let's see it.
Yeah. And this is going to tell you everything you need to know, okay?
All right, I'm in. Dude, bro.
A shorter version of Zelensky and AI to him and Trump fighting, and it just looks so funny.
Dude, AI has gotten amazing.
Yeah, it's clearly AI, but it's also just really funny.
There are some drawbacks to AI, I feel like what?
I'm just kidding. Technologist calling here.
Well, like deep fake stuff, like people generating photos of people and it not being real, or you make, like, I'm sure there's entire like Instagram model accounts of like AIs, and it creates this like false image of what a person really looks like. And but there's good sides of that too. Like if anybody ever leaks your like nudes or something, you just claim it's AI.
Hey, dude, that wasn't me sexually assaulting a homeless man. That was AI.
Oh, gosh. That is not what I was thinking at all. I was thinking more like standard nudes, just
just the regular stuff.
That's not me. That looks too good to be me, clearly.
No, I actually I have this opinion, and I think AI will accelerate this. And it's either going to go one of two ways: really, really good, or really, really bad, depending on the type of person you are.
Okay.
And it's that essentially you'll realize what we should realize now, that nothing is real that's online. Nothing is real. In social media, none of it's real, right?
Right.
And so when we finally take the full step, the last step to the evolution where we're having full AI generated influencers, which we most certainly are, by the way, already. So
definitely. I have 3 AI accounts, dude.
Yeah.
Bro, I make
I'm
hella money off of OnlyFans.
I'm an e-girl in Japan.
I make hella money off of AI onlys.
Yeah. This is the thing is like everyone will just have to realize that like nothing that they can't see in real life is real. And that's how people used to live, by the way. They didn't have access to the World Wide Web. They didn't have like this world consciousness. They were focused on their area where they lived in their reality. And that's what's ultimately going to happen is that everything's going to be fake, or you're not going to be able to verify whether it's fake or not.
Right.
And thereby, the only thing that's real, it's right here, dude. It's right here.
Right,
I mean, technically, I wouldn't be able to know if you're real and vice versa, right?
Yeah, I think it's not
so
going to go that way. So maybe we're going to
be able to make ourselves look really shredded on the podcast.
Ooh, I'd be okay with that.
Right?
Actually, I don't know that I would be.
What about this? I mean, you can imagine this type of thing with AI as well, right? Okay. And this type of thing is